Welcome back. The dating app Tinder caused quite a stir when it first launched in 2012. With an estimated 50 million users, it's safe to say that the app is now here to stay.
Yes, indeed. Tinder, the comedy musical, is now returning to Dublin based on the experience of 3 Dublin women as they navigate their way through the murky waters of online dating in Ireland. Joining us this morning are 2 of the cast, Emer Morrissey and Aisling Breen. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How are things? So tell us about Tinder first, because there are some people, some of us old fogies, have no idea. I was just saying during the outbreak, I got married before Tinder ever came along.
You're one of the lucky ones.
But it depends on your perspective. Emer, tell us about Tinder. What's Tinder?
Tinder is a dating app, and you put up a picture or a couple of pictures of yourself and a few pieces of information, a bio, like what you're into, what you're looking for. And then you can either swipe right if you like somebody, or swipe left. So they look at your profile. It's really, they look at the picture and they're like, either like them, you can swipe right, and if you don't like someone, you swipe left, and they'll never pop up again. Well, so they say. There's a couple of people do pop up again.
Of course.
And then if you've liked someone and they like you back, you're a match, and then you can start messaging each other.
Okay.
So before that, you can't interact with people. All you can do is either like them or dislike them.
And can I ask you honestly, I see Tinder as this kind of conscious, we're on a breakfast show here, so I have to be careful with my words and little ears watching this morning or listening. More of a hookup than the start of a beautiful romance. But is that unfair?
No, I don't think it's unfair.
Okay.
It's not why, it's certainly not why I went on to it, you know, my parents are watching, so. But no, I think because it's so instant, it's so easier for you to be disposable with people on it. And it tends, you can put whether you're looking for a hookup or whether you're looking for a relationship.
Oh, so you can be that direct?
You can you can write it in your bio. Like, some people are like married but looking for casual fun.
What?
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
But like most of those don't put their... Yeah, they do, don't tell you that.
No.
Yeah. I remember seeing a picture one time and there was like a cot in the background of this guy's shot. And it was like...
Stop.
And it was just really...
Oh, stop, that's
so Tinder,
horrendous.
I think for all intents and purposes, Tinder is there for relationships, but a lot of people use it for hookups.
Of course.
And then, because every so often you kind of get a little bit allergic to it and you're like, oh,
I'm over it.
I'm over it.
Yeah. Okay. So out of that comes the musical.
Yes.
So we had to explain Tinder just in case anyone watching didn't understand.
Yeah.
Tell us about the musical, because this is a really fun night out ultimately, isn't it?
Absolutely. The musical, it is based about the app. It's more to do with the friendship of the 3 girls.
Yes.
So there's Shaz, who I play, there's Maz, who Emer plays, and Kaz, who's played by Rachel O'Connell. So it's about the 3 girls who are friends in school.
Yeah.
And the show starts on a hen night. It's Kaz's hen night. And Shaz is trying to convince your character to go on to Tinder.
I'm very unlucky in
So
love.
she's...
Yeah, very.
And my character will be like the Tinderella. She's self-professed Tinderella, you know, the expert. So in the midst of all this, we go on to Tinder and we find Kaz's fiancé on there.
Oh, just like we were talking about a second ago.
Yeah.
So it kind of all... So that's when the madness really starts and all the fun. And then, because then the 3 of us end up on Tinder, so it's fun, and it's how you navigate your friendships and dating in an age where, like, everyone's kind of in the same boat a little bit, you know.
Yeah, it's completely different. Everything has changed. It looks, we're watching the videos of it there, the clips of it. It looks quite active and quite full on. Is this morning a break for you?
It's high energy, at times,
There's 6 scenes, and I think I've like 8 costume changes or something like that.
Wow.
It's mad, yeah.
And there's some banging tunes part of it as well.
We've some new ones in this time as well,
Brilliant.
Yeah, so they're all parodies kind of pop songs that you'd know, so you're definitely going to be aware of
So
songs.
is this like a girls' night out?
Yeah, yes, but
couples will go.
Yeah, we had a lot of people come in who had been had met on Tinder, so they were like, "Oh,
brilliant,
let's go and see it together."
Yeah.
Or like there have been
we did get a good few lads last year. We were surprised, you know. Yeah.
And they enjoyed it. Like there wasn't this like, "Oh, it's only for girls." Like it's not. It's for anyone,
comedy.
It's comedy. It's anyone who's ever lived. Like anyone who's ever had mates, anyone who's ever tried to go dating, and then anyone who was on Tinder would certainly know.
It will be a good idea for a Tinder date. I mean, if you're going on a date, you could be like, let's go to Tinder The Musical.
That's a great shout. There's terminology, which is literally like another language. Will you talk us through some of the Tinder terms? So, what's ghosting?
Ghosting is when a fella just disappears. So you've been chatting to someone and they just disappear.
Okay.
Yeah. And then you have breadcrumbing, when
Sounds very dodgy.
breadcrumbing, when someone leaves like a trail of DMs or Instagram likes just to kind of keep you interested, to keep you
DMs.
coming along.
Oh, like a teaser.
Direct
DMs are direct messages for anyone
yes.
who isn't down with that lingo. So
Yeah.
like a personal message to someone. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're fine. And zombieing, we have that one as well, which is when a fella who has ghosted you reappears in your life as if they never disappeared in the first place.
Oh, right. It's nothing ever
Everything's
happened.
fine, I'm back.
Yeah, I'm back from the dead. Yeah.
And they're all explained in the show. So
Yes,
anyone who's like,
yeah.
you know, so the Shaz's character, or Ash's character Shaz, explains it to us. So you get, when you, as an audience member, you get to understand at the very beginning of what
Gotcha.
everything is.
Brilliant.
And like, but it was a learning experience for us.
Yeah.
Like to see, like I was definitely hearing them and like in the script and going, oh, I didn't know what that was, but it certainly happened, you know. And then recently, I was listening to a podcast, Private Education, and they talk about dating, and I found about 3 more or 4 or 5 more terms. Like,
Oh,
so there's
yeah.
like catfishing is something, you know, like catfishing is when
Yes.
someone pretends to be someone else. But now there's kitten fishing.
And what's that?
So kitten fishing is when you only tell a small lie about yourself, or you kind of so either you put a picture up of you from 10 years ago, or you.
I think everyone does that, to be
Yeah,
honest.
you blur yourself
Well,
up
that's
a
it.
little bit.
What is it they say? Like, you're never as good looking as your Facebook photo, and you're never as bad looking as your passport photo. Like, you know. So
That's a great
That's
line.
a good one.
Or Chris O'Dowd's line. Have you heard his line? He says, if everyone was as beautiful as their profile pictures, the world would be a very beautiful place.
Oh, yeah.
That's so true, isn't
That's
it?
true.
Yeah.
Cushioning, what's that?
So cushioning is, it's kind of when you keep someone on the go and you keep them sweet
on the bench.
while there's someone else that you're
yeah.
breadcrumbing. So you kind of breadcrumb someone to
Right.
cushion them, to keep them there. Yeah, they're on the bench.
Yeah,
This
You keep
totally
them as
transfers, by the way, to normal dating life
Yeah.
as well. I mean,
Of
for anyone who
course.
never went on Tinder but just is on the dating scene, you
Completely.
totally get this.
It's
Yeah.
just that, like, with the things now, like, there's another one, haunting. So, like, which is only really for social media. Did I tell you this?
Haunting, no, I
So
don't know this
haunting
one
is like when
either.
you completely decided that it's a no-go and your relationship is over or you're never going to see them again, but they still look at your, like, Insta stories, or they give you the odd like. So you're aware that they're there,
Yes.
even though there's no reason for them to be there. Because you know the way you can obviously
Kind
you
of
can,
keeping
Yeah.
themselves
Yes. We're keeping an eye on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is that person still
Yeah.
looking at my
Looking
stuff?
at my...
Yeah, and letting me know that they're looking at my stuff.
Yeah.
Creepy.
Yeah.
Freaky.
It's a whole world.
We didn't
of
even get
stuff.
to micro-cheating.
That's where you cheat with a very small person. Presumably.
We've all done that.
We brought someone for you.
I'm behind the ladies,
That's in
thank
the
you so much
third
for
scene
joining
of the
us.
show, isn't it? Yeah.
Tinder the Musical, go and check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Lovely.
Thank
Fabulous.
you.
If you'd like to nab tickets to Tinder, a musical comedy in the Olympia Theatre next week, visit ticketmaster.ie.
Be a great night out. Thank you, ladies.